Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you how I make my Tangle pattern Mooka. I had done this piece and I had gotten a few questions on how I get it to look the way it looks. It's one of those patterns that I struggle with. It's not the easiest pattern for me, but I find that if I start with pencil, there's no harm in starting with pencil. It makes me a little bit more comfortable. Basically what I do is I'll draw a rough sketch of how I want it to be. And that way, when I come back and add the ink lines in, I can make any corrections from the pencil that I don't think I like. For instance, right here, I think that's too thick, so I'll come back in with pen and I'll make it thinner. And I think the pencil just gives you a guideline, so you end up being more comfortable with what you have down. Also, to get these drops the way they look at the end, I arc a line and I start to make a swirl and stop. Then I will come straight back from that little curve, and that's how I end up with the big drops. I like to do the over-under look on things, so I'll make that swirl almost, come back. See, my hands are a little shaky, too much coffee. Then when you come back in with your pen, you can really make sure that you have the lines the way that you want them. Just take your time with it. You will get more comfortable with the pattern the more you do it, just like any other pattern. And here's the part where maybe I'll want to come in a little bit narrower than I made that pencil line. Now Mooka is an original pattern that was put out by Rick and Maria, so of course this isn't the Zen part of it, because you wouldn't be using pencil to sketch beforehand and tracing over it with pen. But there's no harm in practicing a pattern that you like with pencil, just to get the look that you want, to get the feel for the pattern. And I'll come back in with pencil and make those little bubble shadings. Maybe outline a little bit around it. Just to give it some depth. I think if you practice a pattern, it gives you a little bit of muscle memory, so when you make those curves, my curves aren't perfect and my lines are shaky, and I think shading really helps hide that stuff. Plus we all look at our stuff with a more critical eye, But just practice it. Practice in pencil. I think pencil kind of takes the pressure off of you. So you're not committed to the lines. You can erase them. You can try them again. You can practice on scrap paper. Don't be afraid of it. There's no Tangle police. It's going to come get you if you don't, lay down the line in ink first. And then when you go to do that Zentangle tile that you want to do Mooka on, you'll feel more comfortable when you're working with pen. You'll just go with it. You'll get into that meditative zone. But for your other artwork, sketch it out in pencil. You can always correct it. You can always erase it. You can definitely arrange the Mooka the way you want. And I think for me, working in pencil, I don't feel that pressure. Oh, if I make a mistake, it's there. And the key to this big drop is to make that almost swirl, that little circle, and then cut right back. You come around, make the swirl, stop, go right back along that stem line that you drew. Give it a try. Let me know if it helps. And thanks for watching. Bye.